I'm Mariana from Medworld News. Congratulations. So, how do you rate Cloud9's performance in this game, and what are your expectations for the next match? For everyone, anyone can answer, please.
Me? I got people. I got it. I got it. Um, I think that we were getting into some good positions in the games, but we kind of like threw our leads a lot, and we didn't play the cleanest games. So I wasn't too happy about that. Um, I'm happy we won overall, but I definitely think we need to play better going forward.
Liormi from Revela News. Welcome to Brazil and congratulations on your debut and victory. Based on today's games, what do you think has been the team's strongest point, and are there any areas you believe need improvement?
I'm sorry, what was the last part?
And are there any areas you believe need improvement?
Yeah. So I think our team, probably the best part is we have really clear identity as a team. Like it's really obvious what we want to play together that's good. And when we play it, I think we're pretty difficult to beat. I think another thing is like our team environment is really solid. Everyone feels pretty close. I think it's obviously really easy when most of C9 has been together for a while. So I don't know. I feel pretty good on the team. It was easy for me to plug and play in too because the culture was so good. Yeah, there's always a lot of stuff to improve on, but we're still pretty new, trying to get used to new players in the team. But I think that's about it.
Guys, Matt from Save the Nexus. Given the Brazilian community reputation, the beginning and incredible passion, how did you find the team reception on stage?
Um, Even though, well, to be honest, I thought it was like pretty awesome when we walked out and like the loud fans were super loud. Um, Even though they were like booing us, I it like kind of pumped me up for the game. It like made me, I don't know, like more energetic or ready to play the game. I didn't really mind. Like I think it's cool that they support their team. There's not really that type of energy in like LTANorth. So I just think it's awesome that they have that type of energy for the team that they're supporting. And it made me like more excited to play as well.
Hello, Gitsobota from Gazeta Esportiva. I would like to know how you can stay focused outside the studios, right? Because you are in Brazil and we have a lot of distraction of parties and everything else.
Yeah, I mean, we are here for the tournament, not the party. So we are staying hotels and practice room most of time. And then, yeah, if we have time, we might have a party after we win everything. But for now, we are trying to focus on fix our sleep schedules because it's a very tight schedule. And also, we're trying to improve on here because we still have the loss of working as a team. So yeah, that's here we go.
Hi guys, Sarah Lynn Frondel aqui. My question is for everyone. What do you think of the level of Brazilian gameplay? Both. Both me.
I need both. Okay. Sorry.
No problem.
I think in general, the Brazilian players or LTA South players, I think that they have good mechanics and they are in general pretty good at fighting. But it feels like when you do play the game slowly or the game kind of just is played naturally, not that much fighting, they just naturally get behind. Especially the junglers, from what I've noticed, they kind of just stop farming towards the mid to late game, and I just end up getting a big lead. And I think that's something they need to improve on, just their overall macro play and kind of figuring out how to play the game slow and calculated. But regarding like their actual fighting and stuff like that, I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, and also I agreed with the early game part. They are pretty decent mechanically, and also laning phase is pretty decent as well. So there's a lot of like struggle NA teams at least the early game. But whenever we hit a middle game, probably we are just playing slower game better in the those kind of area. So that's the only comparison in my head. Yeah.
Hello, Dori from Chawarina. And my question is about the training in Brazil. Community is talking about how Brazil style of scrim or the blocks of train and how the players have discipline. So what do Cloud9 feels about to scrim with a Brazilian team? I would like to have two answers, but one is okay too.
Yeah, so about practice with Brazilian teams, it honestly hasn't been too different from scrimming back home. We've been doing more like best of five blocks to practice for like potential finals, but otherwise, you can correct me if I'm wrong, like Blaber or something, but it's been pretty normal. Teams always are a bit more loose in scrim, so they fight a lot more, but it's nothing crazy different than us.
Yeah, the practice seems normal to me. We just play 5 games. Normally in uh, LTANorth, we're doing like 3 games, but now we're doing more of a 5 game because finals might be fearless. 5 games, so it's obviously different than 3 games, right? More champs are out. The last 2 days though, before our match today, we were doing like 3 games and then reset. Because obviously we played 3 games today. But otherwise, it's yeah, pretty much the same.
Hello, I'm Thais from My Sports, and my question goes to Blubber. Blubber, I would like to know if you expected more from Loud, because Loud was a team that represented our country 4 times in international championships.
Um, I don't know if I would say I expected more. Like I thought we would win. Um, and yeah, I mean maybe like I think it was a bit poorly played, like their swap game, especially in game one. I think like they just kind of lost the whole game in like 3 minutes. Like 3 minutes in the game, like the game's already over. Like from my point of view, um, and we're I think very good at swapping in LTANorth. It's like started with TL being really good at it last split, and then I think all the teams have kind of improved and learned from it. And I think that was like the biggest weakness I noticed from their gameplay. I don't know how big like swapping is in general down in LTA South, but I think they should have prepared better for the swap game because yeah, we do it all the time if they did scouting.
Hello, hello. My question goes to Reaper and Blaber. I would like to know if some player or some team did surprise you, like in the screams and something like that. Did someone pops out like, "Oh my God, this guy is different"?
Yeah, I mean in IE, um, the mid guy, Mirio. Yeah, yeah. I don't know how to pronounce, but yeah, Mirio. He was pretty decent at the laning and then team fighting and stuff. So I was definitely surprised what kind of level he plays because I know he was play before in Korea. I recognize the name, but I didn't see him. I didn't saw him play quite long time, and then back to the him seeing play was feel good, and then also he played pretty decent. So yeah, he was kind of surprised me.
Yeah, I would say the same. I think that when we scrimmed Istros Estral, they were actually a pretty good team. Um, I think they're honestly significantly better than the other three LTA South teams, at least from practice. We haven't scrimmed against all of them, but from like just playing against them. And I think Miro was playing really well. So yeah, same answer.
Mabel, can you make your question?
Hi, Mabel Closato from Havila News. Congratulations on the win today. You guys have had a very dominant series, and that led C9 to the semifinals. And I would like to know what is the main difference that you guys identify, or the main gap between the way LTA North and LTA South teams play. And I would like to know if you believe that Latin American teams that came to the LTA South are stronger than the ones that went to the LTA North.
Um, I mean, we kind of hit on it a bit earlier, just talking about how I think generally the macro play is kind of lacking is the difference. I think that is something that these teams can easily like learn and pick up on. But until then, I think it's just a little bit too easy for our teams to play when it comes to mid game. But early game, these guys like fight, and in team fighting, these guys fight like really well, which is good to see. And I'm sorry, what was the second part of your question?
Just in general, if you believe that Latin American teams like Isurus, for example, and the LTA South are like stronger?
I'm not too sure if they're stronger, but I do think, at least for the Isurus Estral case, that team seems significantly better than the others, at least from our practice. Oh, if they're better than like Lion Gaming or like those teams that came? If that's the case,
Yeah, also.
honestly, I'm not sure. I feel like it's probably pretty close. As Lion got more time to practice, because in LTANorth they weren't there very long at all. They were slowly getting better through the week, and I think they have good individual players. But compared to Isurus Estral, it seems like they could probably compete on the same level as each other, at least right now. So I'd have to see more from Lion to really know.
It's currently 6-0 for NA teams. It's not looking good for for Brazil, but I think the next game is going to be the closest one, the one between Team Liquid and Isurus Estral. So we'll see what happens. But so far, honestly, it's been fun. The vibe, the environment. Like, I love how the NA players are talking about how they're getting booed and they actually enjoy it and they love the energy, even though it's a small arena. They are enjoying it, and hopefully this teaches like NA fans that when they come back to LA, like bring this kind of energy and vibe and like hype to at least key matchups, right? It doesn't have to be for Shopify versus Dignitas, but hey, if Cloud9 are playing FlyQuest, there should be. I guess they were in the closet that time, huh? Yeah, it's a little difficult, but anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the press conference, and I'll be back with another one soon.